Hello, first grade. Today we are going to be doing Chapter 7, Lesson 4. So I need you to make sure that you have a pencil ready to go and that you have your math book sitting in front of you. And you're going to need to turn to page 527. That's 527. If you need to turn there, then pause the video and unpause when you're ready to go. Okay, so today we are going to be learning about reading picture graphs. Last lesson, we learned about what a picture graph is and how to make them, but now we're going to learn about how to read them. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this picture graph that's down here. And a bunch of different people were asked about their favorite vegetable. So they got to choose between carrot, pea, or corn. So what we need to do is write down the totals for each of those things. And we're going to write these on those lines over here. Okay? So now we just need to count up how many people voted for carrot. Let's do the first one together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 people voted for carrot. So I'm going to write a 4 on this line over here. Now I want you to count up how many people voted for pea. You're going to write that one on this line. And how many people voted for corn, write that on this line. Pause the video, take the time to do that, and unpause when you have your answers written, and we'll go over them. Okay, so now you should have counted all by yourself. Let's see how many people voted for pea. I see 1. So we'll write a 1 on that line. How many people voted for corn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people voted for corn. So we're going to write an 8 on our line. And now the last question that we need to answer from this picture graph is how many people were surveyed? Now, when they ask us that question, how many people were surveyed, they want to know how many people did they ask altogether? So now, one of the really nice things about a picture graph is instead of having to add up all these numbers, what we can do is take a little bit of a shortcut and we can go through and count all of the pictures on our graph. So I want you to count up all of the pictures on the graph every time someone voted and tell me how many people you think voted. Pause, do that, write your answer down here, and then we'll check your answer. Okay, so you should have counted them all up and wrote your answer on the line. Let's see if you get the same answer as me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 people were surveyed in all. All right, make sure your page looks like mine. And then we're going to turn our papers over and start with our guided practice. All right, first grade. So the pictures in a picture graph tell how many. So how many more people ride the bus than walk? Okay, so I see some really important words here. How many more? I'm just going to kind of block them off for you. How many more? Those are really important words. Those words tell us that we need to, do you remember? Do we need to add or subtract? How many more tell us that we need to subtract? So we're going to write a subtraction sentence. Now we need to figure out, okay, what are the numbers that we need? So how many more people ride the bus than walk? So let's see, how many people ride the bus? Count up how many people ride the bus. Okay, let's see. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. We're going to write 7 over here. Then we're going to subtract how many people walk. Count up how many people walk and write that in your subtraction sentence over here, please. All right, let's see how you did. 1, 2, 3, 4 people walk. So I write that as the next part of my subtraction sentence. Now I want you to take the time and figure out what is 7 minus 4. Pause the video, figure it out, write your answer over here, and then unpause when you're ready to move on. Okay, so let's see how you did. I say 7, I'm going to count back 4. Get ready. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So 7 minus 4 equals 3. So we can trace our 3 on the line. All right, let's use this next graph to answer the question. So this is all about people's favorite drinks. They could choose between chocolate milk, orange juice, or grape juice. So number one says, how many people were surveyed in all? Do you remember how we can find this on a picture graph? We can count up all the pictures. I want you to count up all the pictures to find out how many people were surveyed in all. Pause the video, do that, write your answer on this line, and then unpause so we can check. All right, let's see how you did. Ready? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people all together. I saw 14 different people's votes. All right. Now here's the next question. Number 2 says, what drink got the same number of votes as grape juice? So I want you to look up the chart. Here's grape juice. You can see how many votes it got. Which drink got the same number of votes as grape juice? Well, if I look at this grape juice, I can see right above it, orange juice had the exact same number. So orange juice is our answer. So go ahead and write orange juice on your line. Number 3 says, do more people like chocolate milk or orange juice? So come up here to your chart and see which one has more votes, chocolate milk or orange juice. Well, one of the fabulous things about a picture graph is I don't even need to count them because look how many more votes there are for chocolate milk. I can just see that. So I know that more people like chocolate milk. So I'm going to write chocolate milk on my answer line for number 3. Please do the same. You can pause the video if you need more time to write. If you're ready, then we are going to turn to our problem-solving page. And we're going to do this one problem together. So get ready to be a detective. It says DeMarcus is counting sports equipment. He counts 14 pieces of equipment in all. How many jump ropes does he count? Okay, so let's look for important information. Important numbers. Let's see. I see 14. So 14 pieces of equipment. I'm going to underline that. And then I see important words, and I'm going to get ready to circle them. So my important words are in all here. Those are important words. They tell me. But I also really want to know how many jump ropes does he count? So circle those two important sets of words. And now we need to kind of talk this through because it's not as simple as it might seem. First, we need to check to see how many pieces of playground equipment are already on our chart. So I want you to count them now. How many bikes and how many soccer balls all together? Count up how many pictures you see on your graph all together right now and write that number over here. Okay, so let's see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to write my 9 over here. But it says that he counted 14 pieces of equipment in all. So I need to figure out how many jump ropes. I need to figure out the missing number. So I need to do a subtraction sentence first grade. So I'm going to take my whole number, 14, because he had 14 in all, and I'm going to subtract 9 to find out the missing number of jump ropes. So please pause the video, use one of your count back strategies or your fingers or something that you know to find 14 minus 9 and then write your answer over here and then unpause when you're ready so we can move on. Okay, let's see how you did. We're going to count back. I'm going to hold up my fist and say 14, and then I'm going to count back 9. Here we go. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, so now that I know I have 5 jump ropes, what I need to do is come in here and draw 5 jump ropes. And then I can write my answer of 5 on the line. So please do those two things. Pause if you need more time. Unpause when you're ready to move on. All right, I'm going to turn back to the independent practice. So get ready because I'm going to read you each of these problems, and what I want you to do after I read you the problem is I want you to pause the video, solve the problem, and then unpause it so I can read you the next problem. So here we go. Number 4 says, how many people chose strawberries? Number 5, did more people choose oranges or apples? That means you have to write oranges or apples on this line. Which one has more votes? Pause, solve, and write. Number 6, did fewer people choose apples or strawberries? So which ones had less votes? Write that word on the line. Number 7, how many more people chose strawberries than oranges? There are your words. How many more? They tell you you need to do what? Write that over here and then write your answer on the line. Pause, solve it, and then unpause when you're ready to move on. Number 8 says, how many fewer people chose apples than oranges? Those words, how many fewer, also tell you you need to do what? Write that over here and then write your answer on the line. Pause, solve that, and unpause when you're ready to move on. And number 9, how many people were surveyed? Count them all up, write it on the line. When you're done with that, you are finished with your math today. Fabulous job, and I will see you tomorrow.